Hello, and welcome back for another Avatar The Last Airbender Premiere Draft. The best card here is probably Iroh's Demonstration. I don't mind taking Momo, especially if you can build around it with Glider Kids. Airbending lessons totally fine. Seismic Sense, basically all the lessons here, okay, besides Earthbending. And Calcium Spectre, but this is the best. It's also a lesson. Let's see what wheels here. I will take it over Firebending. And that is almost never going to wheel in my experience. People love that Firebending lesson card. Okay. This is a tougher decision. We have Iroh Team Master, but that puts us in two colors right away. I think typically in this set, we want to stay open for longer. So I'm tempted to take Combustion Technique. But Iroh Team Master is significantly stronger. Fire Nation Worship if we also didn't want to commit. That's it. I'm going to the game in hand win rates on 17 lands. Combustion Technique, 58.7. The Team Master is actually lower. I wonder if that's because people are splashing it. So I do still think this is stronger, but we'll take Combustion Technique to try and stay open. And unfortunately, we pass yet another Firebending lesson. Okay. Well, I like to stick to one color, but Invasion Submersible is stupid strong. Aang the Last Airbender is also good. But Invasion Submersible is on rare power level and win rate, so let's take that. Combustion Technique is unfortunately going to be passed. So in every pack, we passed like a good solid red removal spell so far. So two people looked at Invasion Submersible and said, nah. I mean, there are some rares more powerful than it. And here, I'm tempted to take Team Avatar, honestly. I was saying that before I saw Lightning Strike. This keeps the red-blue dream alive. And we'll see what wheels here. Deadly Precision is also alright. I don't think Price of Freedom is what we want to do, even if we're running something like Rain and Shaw, where we need lesson payoffs. And here's where we take Watery Grasp. Treetop Freedom Fighters would be playable in our deck. But Watery Grasp is just nice, cheap removal to help keep us alive. And here, we could take Master Paku. I normally don't like Master Paku, but he is a 2-drop. If we pick him up now, we can leave room for other picks later. And we have 5 non-creature spells, essentially. Only out of our 5 cards. So triggering prowess should not be hard with him. There's another lesson. Let's take it over a War Balloon or a Geyser Leaper. And there's another lesson. This is crazy. I would love a card like Brandon Shaw, and if we can pick up Boomy King of 3 Trials, we will splash for him. Looks like blue is being disrespected this direction. Seems to be my read on it. Wandering Musicians. Probably not what we want to do. But it's red, so we could play it. We'll take it to the sideboard. Cat Owl, not what we want to do either, but it is blue. How much are we drawing? Waterbending lesson, and that's it so far. Let's pick up Octopus Form. Water Squid? Water Skin, I think, over Price of Freedom. typically want something crazy to splash for and blue tokens with this. Ooh. Day of the Black Sun is just one of the best cards in the set. I think we should take an actual playable in our colors. So Agnaquella or Lightning Strike, it'll flinch. What do we think? I think Lightning Strike. We'll see if one of the blue cards wheels. 8 people passed Lost Days last time, so it's not impossible that it does get back around to us if we leave 3 blue cards in that pack. Lost Days, I'm not going to see if it wheels here. I'm just going to pick it up right away. I care about getting another Lost Days more than a waterbending lesson. We can only run so many of these. And there's another team avatar that we have to ignore. Hama or Forecasting Fortune Teller? I think because we're red-blue, we forego Hama. Hama is great, but sometimes you do whiff with her. She ends up being a hard-to-cast 5-mana 3/3. And you may just be dying if you can't play her for 5 mana. If you need to wait till you get to like 6 or 7 lands, because you don't have triple blue or triple black, then that's rough. So I like her less outside of blue-black. Forecasting Fortune Teller is just solid and we need 2 drops. Speaking of 2 drops, it's a 2-mana play. There's Boomy, King of 3 Trials. Let's splash for him. We do have the Water Skin. We're going to have 3 lessons in the graveyard so often, I feel like. Green-black doesn't help us splash. We already have a waterbending lesson. I think we actually take... Let's put removal over here. Combat tricks. Draw and die. Fixing. Flexible waterbender. I love me Fire Nation Worship. I will take it over Abandoned Attachments here. Teo doesn't have any flyers yet. And he's more likely to find flyers in blue-white than blue-red. So let's take Fire Nation Worship. Be awkward if we end up with too many. And Serpent of the Past is another card that I don't normally play. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lessons already. Guana Parrot or North Pole Gates in case we want to splash something. We already have an Iguana Parrot. Let's take North Pole Gates just in case. Another Serpent of the Past. I think it's going to be one of the rare decks where we actually want to run Platypus Bear as well. It's not impossible that we end up with a board state where our win condition is actually crewing or Master Paku to mill our opponent to death. That being said, Mechanist Aerial Artisan is going to be great in this deck. We unfortunately need to pass Boomy. If he wheels, I would be so happy. If not, then we'll pick up a Kyoshi Battle Fan, which is going to be a non-creature spell. 2 bodies for water bending, and just a 2-drop, which is something we need. First time flyer is a 2-drop. We have plenty of lessons, so it's going to be a 2-3 very often. We'll take it over Platypus Bear. Watery Grasp or Barrels of Blasting Jelly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We already have so much removal. I think we do still take Watery Grasp over Barrels, though. Soka is going to be doable here. Is Soka even better than Guru, though? Guru is going to be sick. We can drop the Flexible Waterbender. One, two clue token generators. This Water Skin and Boomy at King of 3 Trials. Might not happen. It's not guaranteed. Okay, the Kyoshi Village would help. Not brave enough to try Spirit Oasis yet with Ing's Journey. Oh, what am I saying? This won't help. This is green-white, not green-blue. Or green-red. Flexible Waterbender. Let's take Hama here in case we don't end up playing green. We play heavy enough blue. That might be acceptable. Where do we want to go? Otter Penguin or Barrels? To draw cards, we have 2 clues off this. Fire Nation Warship makes a clue. 1, 2, 3, 4 off Waterbending lesson. I don't think that's enough for the Otter Penguin. Let's take the Barrel. I usually like to be doing waterbending with this, though. Cunning Maneuver? I mean, this is a lesson, but... Boomy King of 3 Trials did wheel. Yeah, let's take that. A Kyoshi Battle Fan would be a fine role player here, but we didn't end up with that much waterbending. Treetop Freedom Fighters. Maybe gonna get played, we'll see. Okay, very heavy lessons. Alright. So, goodbye Kyoshi Islands. Let's see, we want, for 2 Boomies, I think at least 4 sources. So 1, 3, 4. That's enough. Now blue, I think we need 9. I think we need at least 9 islands. 9 sources. This is 8, 9, 10. I guess we can count the water skin. So if we really want to cut it short, 2, 3, 4. For 2 Boomies that we're going to play pretty late. Then 9, 10 sources for blue. 5, 6, 7 red sources. I think we want 8 red sources if possible. So this is 8, 13, 15, 16 lands, plus a water skin, Barrels of Blasting Jelly. Alright, let's put this here. Let's put this over here. what can we cut? I do like an octopus form. So I want to keep that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think we have much room to cut our 2 drops, but we have removal spells for 2 mana. Maybe we can cut 1 Platypus Bear. 2 might be awkward as well if we mill all our forest. Guru. Maybe 1 Watery Grasp. And we can cut 1 land with the water skin. 8, 14, 16. Okay, let's do it. Interesting deck. Booyaka will be our first opponent. The newbie lion avatar like we've got. We don't have double blue for Guru yet, and we also don't have any lessons, but he could fetch up a lesson if we can display him. Let's blow that bad boy up right now, honestly, before he can get it right. I'm going to hope that he doesn't have removal. He could have lightning strike, but firebending lesson we're out of the range of. Airbending lesson is alright. Airbenders reversal is alright, yip yip. Okay, here. I'd like to play Fire Nation Worship. Maybe it's better to just play Guru though. Oh, let's make a clue token. Make it look like we've got Octopus form held up. Got a Platypus Bear in the zone. Toph, the first metal bender, yikes. Okay, so we could have turned our clue token into a 3-1 and then used that to crew with Fire Nation Worship. That's why he didn't attack there. Whiff is crazy. That's fine. Let's kill his actual creatures. And somehow in this deck that has tons and tons of lessons. Boomy's at 0. Or at least a good amount of lessons. An above average amount of lessons. Okay, we should have traded a clue token for Momo there, potentially. We'll see. scry into some lands, I'm sure. Okay, so he did find a land. Play next to. He does play next to. That's a pretty good executed turret. Well, we can actually hit for... Well, we can't play Boomy yet, so let's hit for maximum damage. These scoops, nice. Alright, I will unpause when we find the next match. This is keepable. We do have 2 mana plays. Bowls of War is going to be tough for our deck. It's a bad matchup. Apart from the fact that we can play Iris Demonstration, kill all his X1s. In general, our removal is going to be expensive. Alright, let's do this. Earth Bend for 2, but he's going to want to be tapping that land for many this early in the game. Quench, we send the Mechanist, unfortunately, to the bottom of our deck, but send those 3 lands is probably not bad. Legend of the Ancient, that is going to be tough to beat. It turns into a 4/5, so we can only lost stays it. Blow it up with Iris Demonstration. I think we'll lost stays his lanes to slow him down, or do we want to send back Peddlers? This is gonna get too big too fast. If he sacks a clue, here we'll send back Peddlers. I think because we have Quench, we wait here. I think I like sending back planes. We can still blow up Pirate Peddlers with Lightning Strike and Iros. Okay, we can hold up Quench and Octopus form because Water Skin is going to come untapped. He sacrifices a clue now. It's only on his turn that he makes a 1/1. Guess while he doesn't have protection, we'll blow this up. Well that'll cause Prowess to trigger. Cast your second spell. Okay, so does countering second spell. Stop that trigger. I didn't see that. That was on board. My bad. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. We can double cast Serpent of the Pass. So let's do that. Oh. No. We can't. We're one lesson short. It's kind of brutal. That is a big oopsie by us. He's gonna try and kill our clue token, and he's gonna take a water skin. Do that, he will quench. Still might be alright. With only mountains and forests, we'll replay the water scan. And now we'll double flash in Serpent of the Pass. We can hold up Octopus form if we do it. If we play this Serpent of the Pass now. But we can potentially eat 2 creatures that he's pumped up. If he doesn't, yeah, let's do that. I don't think we're so far ahead that we can do that. He's got 4 cards in hand. That we can hold up Octopus form. Thank you. We do end up using form instead of casting the second Serpent of the Pass. We can maybe still get that 1/1 with a surprise flash of our Serpent. I didn't mean to make it sound like that. But we can surprise flash our Serpent at him. Eat his 1/1 by attacking this turn. We'll keep a land in hand in case he has a Corrupt Court official. 3 Cluesacks would turn him into a 4/4. And we would still eat it. So, splash. It's too late to pump with the Clue Cracks. So, even if he does have another leave on the game 1, he does have another sold out. I would have waited till we block so he can make another clue token, but maybe that's too greedy. Maybe he has plenty of clue tokens. Maybe I wouldn't have. He could sack 4. He can sack 4 next turn, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, he can sack 3. So I know this seems crazy. He gets 2 more lands, or he just sacks 1 clue and then waits until next turn. Then he's attacking, sacks a couple of clues. He'll make other 1/1s, and he will attack with a clue token big enough to trade with our Serpent. Yeah, we have tons of great non-creature stuff for him to play with Hama. I would have loved to pick up Boomy there. That's probably game. Yeah, that is game. Good game. Okay, so Serpents, if you get enough lessons, are playable. Looks fine. Let's get back in there. Okay, this is acceptable. No 2-drop, but Invasion Submersible is going to bounce something back, and Lightning Strike, something to do with 2 mana. As is Iroh's Demonstration. we'll hold up Quench and Lightning Strike here. Kill Long Fang before you can boost anything out. Yeah, that's gonna be worth quenching. No land again, that is unfortunate. We'll just slam another creature you control. Master Paku here. He has Yip Yip or whatever. You guys, so we'll take 2. We want to mill more cards for Boomy, Serpent attack. And that is finally our 4th land online. Let's blow up Long Fang. Touch Reacher. Alright, we can flash Serpent of Pass in now. And since he's also having trouble with his lanes, let's blow up Rocket's Eye. Okay, well. We want to mill ourselves for now. Great Divide, I mean, Earth? What? That must be a bonus sheet card. Great Divide Guide, Earth Cub, Badgermole Cub, Raucous Audience. He has some serious ramp. He just has not been able to get it going. And depending on what he gets with this card, we may be continuing to delay him. But ideally what we do is we flash in Serpent of the Past, make a 6/5, and then play Boomy for X equals 3. Vengeful Villagers. Yuck. It's like literally a 50% win rate card. And so we're flashing in Serpent of the Past. Hooray, we get to play Boomy. Boo, he didn't fall for it. Okay, well, since we have another Boomy, let's Earthbend a mountain. And we don't want any of these islands, we just want another copy of Lost Days. Cool, the deck is doing its thing. We're doing our synergistic lesson. That seems crazy. What? 8-9? So we helped him? I mean, doesn't matter if we get to do this. The milling can be a liability as well, especially if we're continuing to mill him with Master Paku. What a crazy deck. Yeah, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Mechanist is probably going to be played on turn 3. Before our water skin. Team Avatar, yikes. Pretty scary. Gaining life, scrying, attacking for big damage. We do have removal. Watery Grass is going to be bad against Team Avatar specifically. Is it actually going to be better here to play Water Skin and then Watery Grasp as creature? I think it may be. The funny thing about Paku is we want to use him to mill lesson cards into our graveyard, so cards like Serpent and Path are cheaper. But we need lesson cards in our graveyard to do that. Alright, let's get Mechanist out here. We can hold up Quench and Combustion Technique. Try to airbending lesson our Mechanist before you play land. Wow, these guys are going to be big. These enchantments are remaking Cat Owl into a 6/6 when he attacks. And he's going to be able to untap. Oh, he doesn't untap Compassionate Healer. We're 1, 2, 3, 4. We're one short of water bending away that Compassionate Healer. I'm not going to blow him up with combustion technique. Octopus form is going to turn Master Paku into a 3/5. It's not going to be large enough. Trade for Cat Owl. He's got open mana, so we can't just attack in. We can't afford to play Octopus form and quench whatever he's got, so I think we've got to take like 6 damage in the air again. Maybe we turn this clue token into a 3/1. Can we still afford to waterbend stuff away? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 waterbending bodies. So if he just goes and attacks with Cat Owl, he doesn't play anything first. That might be the play. So we can double block. So he's gonna be a 7/7. We can block with 7 power. If we do this. Oh, we can't. We would have to crew with these two, and we have to tap this. 4 power, 6 power. One, two, three, four, five. Alright, now we have away Compassionate Healer. And we'll make new glue tokens as we cast spells. Alright, Invasion Submersible. Let's bounce Cat Owl. Two, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 3, 2. So I think we continue to chill for now. Hold up Waterbend with Invasion Submersible and Quench. That's just fetching a card. So we'll allow that to go on. If he fetches something real juicy like Katara, Water Tribe Rallier's Hope. The one that makes creatures into an XX will counter that. Alright, we can counter Cat Owl, if that's what he chooses to play. Geyser Leaper's a better target. Alright, now I'm feeling more comfortable. Now maybe we can start to be the beatdown. 5 mana. We can flash in Serpent of the Pass. Do we do maximum damage? 1 more damage if we crew with Fire Nation Warship? See if we can make Serpent of the Pass cheaper. We can. Now we can hold up Octopus Form with Serpent of the Pass. We can't flash him in, I guess. We can play him like this, and we can hold up Combustion Technique as well, because this is going to come. No, thank you. Ahsoka. Wonder if that's what he fetched with Path to Path to Redemption with Accumulate Wisdom. That's the... Come on, give me the summoning sick one. I hope auto attack or arena is not getting us here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can tap one more. Yeah, I think we're in a good position here. Attack for 6, most he can block. Then we do 3, 7, 9. He goes to 1. So he wasn't dead. But if we had got any non-creature spell, he would have been. Team Avatar is fun, and it is good, but you do have to be careful with playing too many enchantments that pump up your creatures based on how many creatures you have and having flyers out, because you're investing mana into them instead of flyers and creatures that you'd be playing out, and so they can end up doing nothing, right? Team Avatar is not doing much of anything if he has just one creature out. If the X of... And we have all 3 colors here, luckily. Look at that. If the X was always 1 on Team Avatar, no one would draft it. Let's throw Master Pocket out. I think we'll use Iroh's Demonstration instead of Lightning Strike here if something dies, so we can get a lesson card in the graveyard, and that makes it easy for us. That gives us a pretty solid reason to not use Lightning Strike. Because we also get to mill ourselves. I get more lessons in the graveyard for these 2 fellas. And we do. No lessons, boo, but it gets us closer to the land. And it looks like our opponent is also having land troubles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we can't flash him in, so let's just play him now. We're 2 mana away from playing Boomy. Okay, water bending lessons gonna be pretty good. We create the clue token first. Water bend, so we can tap Paku and the clue. We gotta be careful here. We have enough lessons in the graveyard at this point. is our other Serpent of the Past hanging around? It is in our deck. Okay, I presume the Scry will be coming here. Or he'll put a 1/1 on Glider Kids so that he can block our 3/1 clue tokens that the Mechanist turns into flyers. I doubt food token comes out. That's what he's deciding between right now. Blocking clue tokens or scrying out of the sticky situation. There he goes. I agree with that. I think I would put the 1/1 counter on Glider Kids. That seems like a crazy attack. Yeah, Destined Confrontation. If he does that, still fine. We keep Paku and the Mechanist. I wanted yet another counter. Alright, that'll be 5 power. He can block the Serpent of the Past. Except that we have instant speed removal. We'll probably use that prior to playing Boomy. I guess we'll see how he blocks. Three, 5, 6. We'll start milling him. What if we did a Lightning Strike on Fire Nation Engineer? And then played Submersible. Would that just be better? Cool. Rogues and Witch. Faces defeat. I'm sure it's Rogue Sandwich. We get some doubloons, and this deck is making me rethink Serpent of the Past a little bit. I think it's very niche, but we've had decks that have a bunch of lessons before. This draft format kind of requires you to be flexible. You can't just reproducibly build the same deck over and over. Like, lessons is not something you can force simply because you may not open up good lessons sometimes. And good lesson payoffs. This is keepable. It's all 3 colors. It's stuff due early, even if we don't have creatures. There's some starts that would make me hate this, like if they played Invasion Reinforcements. We'll feel like a doofus. Okay, yuck. Can at least blow that up with Russian technique. Let's see if he puts a land in hand first. He does not, so let's get a lesson in the graveyard for Serpents to pass. Eventually Boomy. There we go. That's something to do. Oh my. How? How? We had another deck that had 11 lessons with 2 gurus. And I think we had a game where we whiffed with each copy of Guru. It's absolutely wild out here. It is wild. Alright, let's chill out. Okay, I feel like whatever he's gonna play. Ah. It's pretty good for us. Slows him down a little bit. One, 2, 3 mana left if we do this. Did we just play a lane for turn? Did we just play a lane for turn? Oh no. Hold on, let's do this. Whatever, red. Just gonna have to take 4 here. And now I think it's gonna be better to pull up the wall from Serpents and Uncle Ivan. Non-land. If we could just get Quench in the gray in the So we can play Rock Lane to make a ginormous mountain. So I guess we need to quench that. So let's play Invasion Submersible. Bounce Uncle Iroh. 1, 2, 3. And we have quench mana, but this comes untapped anyways. I don't think we're double blocking the mountain, so let's attack with Guru. Actually, 1 mana off casting Rock Lynch, so this quench is going to be worse. Yuck. Yeah. Four, 5, 6, 7. And we'll play Boomy and hold up Quench. we also Earthbend 3 or do we scry? I like scrying. I mean, octopus form is kind of nice. First time flyer is alright. Right? Maybe we can do better than first time flyer. It's better than a land. It's better than a land. Let's chill out one more turn here. In case he does have two things for Boomy. I'm gonna have to let that rock. Do we continue holding Quench? Do we continue holding Quench? This is gonna Earthbend for 4. And this is a 4-2. Quench. No way, he missed a lane drop again. I mean, he's been at 5. 5 is fine. Just this rock launch. Okay. Yikes. Pretty good. At least he has to toss a playable. Assuming if he had a land, he would have played it. Alright, Serpent out on the flash. I'm gonna call Serpent out to pass when he has flash. And we... I think start getting in for big damage. No, we gotta stay back with Boomy. We can attack with Invasion Submersible. I guess, and Serpent. Alright, well, his reach guy is gone. Rumble Arena is going to be an issue. The Earthbend's it for 8. It's going to be a lesson, right? So actually it's going to be 12. So cast it twice. Six is still not big enough to attack through Boomy. Six, 9, 12. Okay, at least he's tapped Rumble Arena. 9, we can hit him for 11. Lost days would be pretty sweet here, but no such luck. No such luck, my friend. That's probably going to be it. You can Earthbend Rumble Arena into a 15-15. if he so desires. He'll probably put that on the mountain. I think we just take this. Okay. Octopus form will untap our creatures. Untap one creature. Maybe it's just correct to attack with Boomy here. Okay, here's my plan. Maybe we shouldn't have attacked the first time play. Octopus form Boomy. Turn him into a 9/9. Could actually turn him into a 10/10. We would still die here. Even if we didn't attack the first time player. Okay, we played our little heart out. Big Rock Launch was just a bit too much with us with Toph. He cast it, the same card essentially like 3 times. Played it, got it back with Toph, played it again. And the second 2 times he played it, it's got an extra +2/+2 because it's a lesson from Toph. So Toph was the real issue there. It's not Rock Launch that beat us on its own. Okie dokie, artichoke. Let's keep this because it's got barrels. This might be irresponsible. Buck Nasty. Their opponent. Buck Nasty, we are going to play Platypus there to try and block your rebellious captives. Mill some lessons. No lessons, but we'll get us closer to lands. And it does make Serpent attacks cheaper. That doesn't get to block rebellious captives, but that's going to be a better target for our removal spell. Let's try and get him. He could have Yip Yip. But we'll let him declare attacks, and we'll play Lightning Strike before declaring blockers, in case he has a Yip Yip to keep White Lotus reinforcements alive, or Pillar Launch, or Airbending Lesson. But we're going to go for the high upside play, because we're behind here. I see. Maybe. It's just a 1-for-1 now if he's got some. And if he had something, he should have used it to protect the White Lotus reinforcements. Okay, Razor Rings is fine. One away from playing the Serpent in the pass. Serpent in the Past still isn't great unless you're even heavier non-creature spells or mill. I think mill is really how you want to be casting him. Alright, before he can protect the captives, let's try and blow him up. Deals damage, so I think Indestructible would protect it, even though it will exile when it dies. Yeah, maybe Serpent in the Past still isn't great. It's like 4 mana, 6/5, vanilla. In that other game where we had stuff to do and we're able to double flash him, felt nice. But I guess this is also kind of a starting hand that's awkward. Lost Days. He can hit us back for 7? More if he pumps. But we're going to be using Lost Days on Dakota anyways. I'm hoping he tries to double block, yeah. With Dakota Water and sack Earth Kingdom Protectors. But no such luck. If he uses the Airbending Lesson in response to Lost Days, we are done for. He gets to replay Dakota. So let's send him back now. And we'll use Lost Days instead of casting Barrels of Blast and Jelly. Because Dakota's expensive. He's a 4-drop. In fact, he chooses to put him on the bottom. And it's another lesson in the graveyard for Boomy. Same thing. Airbending Lesson would be devastating. So let's just cast Lost Days now. If he has Airbender's Reversal, it's kind of like a 1-for-1 where we invest more money, so it's still bad for us, but less bad compared to Airbending Lesson. He doesn't like Water Tribe Captain either. I do agree with that. Foggy Swamp Mindbender. Okay, so he's gonna have to chump the Foggy Swamp Mindbender Earth Kingdom Protectors now. 3, 5, 6. We'll trade for both. He could be thinking he gives Foggy Swamp Mindbender indestructible. If we try and blow it up with Barrels of Blast and Jelly, it still doesn't kill us, so this is fine. And now we get blue value on Boomy. 1, 2, 3. Let's do an Oiland. Mechanist seems fabulous. Is first time flyer good enough? Yeah, probably. I think we had the same discussion last game. Alright, it kills Boomy, but we're still, I think, in the lead. We keep the Serpent, the Island, the Clues. Mechanist will be turning those into 3/1 soon. Just need to make sure to not die. Power 2 or less. I think we do play this out. No! No! Oh no, we tapped the island. We didn't think about that. I think we literally just killed ourselves. Can he waterbend twice? I'm not gonna hover. Okay, maybe he can't actually. 3, 6, 7. 7 waterbending mana. I think it's 4 waterbend, 4 or 5. And now we are dead. 6 damage, he attacks alone. We can't block. We can't turn a clue token into a 3-1. Oh, he missed it. He missed lethal. We are so lucky. One, two, three, 4. We 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just blow up Foggy Swamp Vindbender, right? One of these clue tokens we turn into 3-1. He has to block. Don't tell me you have invasion reinforcements or something. Okay. He says good game, but he's trying to still win. Got an extra chance here that we shouldn't have had. And the waterbend is 5 on Foggy Swamp Vindbender. What do we like doing here? What do you like doing here? Crack a clue. Then we have 5 mana left over. One, two, three, 4. Iroh's demonstration is going to be cast on his avatar after he blocks. Oh, it would have been better to do 1 damage to everything. Force him to block. Oh man, this has been a messy game. So if we kill his token, we attack, we force him to block there instead of just incentivizing him to block. Alright, we'll take it. We'll get out of there. Look, sometimes we play great, other times we play sloppy. Our opponent knows he missed lethal. We've definitely missed lethal. Guaranteed several times, so you roll with the punches. Reroute systems. 1 mana indestructible to artifact or creature. That seems really good. Alright. Let's find the last 2 opponents, hopefully. Adamant. Another newbie will be our opponent for match 5. Let's keep this. Had kind of rough starting hands in most of our games. And this one's at least a bit less rough. We have 5 2-drops, so it's not crazy that we're missing 2-drops quite a bit. 2-drop creatures at least. We'll play our own Platypus Bear. No lessons in the graveyard. We can't actually play Guru until we get another island or we get a forest. So we've got 9 sources and 29 to pick up. Let's block Fire Nation Cadets. If he's got Cunning Maneuver, he's got Cunning Maneuver. It's not a trade. Alright. Still no Wayland or Forest for Guru Pathi. We have a 1/3 to block his Platypus Bear. I'm willing to accept a Cunning Maneuver. And it looks like it was actually just a coward check. Firebending Lesson? It was a coward check. Good game. Huh? All right. Rough stuff. Hopefully Mechanist can survive. I don't understand his pauses. He didn't have mana to exhaust or to put counters on Fire Sages, so it's like he's manually holding full control or setting stops. I don't know, maybe he thinks he can bluff us now? Or he wants us to think that he can bluff us? If he then exhausts to kill Forecasting Fortune Teller, that's his entire turn. So I'm okay with that. We get Guru out or hold up Lost Days and can start turning glue tokens into 3/1s. Assuming he doesn't find something off Accumulate Wisdom he can cast right now. If he finds like Lightning Strike, blows up Mechanist, kills Forecasting Fortune Teller, that's pretty cool for him, but we can't just let him have a bunch of free damage. Okay, cool. Accepting of that exchange. There's that weird upkeep pause. He's got Fire Sages can pump twice. So let's kill the Platypus Bear. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he can make it into a 4/4. If he pumps Fire Sages, we're sending it back. We're sending back my end of his turn. Or whatever he plays. I do want to play. Six. Yeah, okay, well. More Lost Days stuff. We have 9 green and blue sources. Just not in him right now. We'll get him to double pump, and then we'll lost days, and that should be a pretty good exchange for us. Big old mana investment going on there. But he sends it to the bottom. Along with the Guana pair. Finally! Alright, and I win. Let's play Guru. See what we get. This is incredible. I'm gonna count them up. I'm gonna count up the lessons in our deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I thought there were more. Maybe we cut one. But still. I've decided I'm upset. That's gonna be hard to beat. Ah, no. Things were just looking alright for us. At least he doesn't like his top 2 cards. This is a 4-3. We do have lightning strikes to blow it up. 1 lightning strike is on the bottom from Guru. The other one's somewhere in the deck. We've also got Iroh's Demonstration. We already played Combustion Technique, right? Iroh's Demonstration. That's pretty good. He at least can't replay it. Is it that good? Why did he do it this turn? He's gonna scry and draw again. We're gonna chump block with a clue token, sack it to draw a card. Huh? Your go? What do you mean? It's your go, my friend. Bizarro. He sends his own saga back to hand, tells us your go, and then ropes himself? I'm like tempted to check if Arena has bugged out for us. But I think it's just strange behavior because he bounced the saga. Like if he was roping down and he said your go, then I would be worried that Arena had made a mistake. Boomy, okay. Can't cast it yet. What about Combustion Technique on this bad boy? Put Magnus outside of lightning strike range. And we'll be attacking with him. And smash. Only thing no. I know there's a mythic bonus sheet red card that allegedly wipes the board, but I haven't seen it yet this format. Yeah, it's fine. He doesn't like the top two cards again. Dragonfly Swarm will play Serpenty Dragon guy. Another Boomy. Can't play him. We can do this. There's the forest. Now we need him to just not kill us next turn. Don't find a way to do 6 damage. Okay. We'll let it happen. Feel like he's not going to like his cards and he's going to send them straight to the bottom, both of them again. I predicted totally wrong. You like both of them. Okay. River Spirit is still not big enough to block our big boy Serpent of the Pass. So we're going to threaten lethal with any 2 creatures getting through in Octopus form. He could only have, what, Pillar Launch? There's nothing you can have for 1 red, I think. Nothing. So let's play this. Let's earthbend a mountain to be safe. Sure, Serpent of the Pass, Watery Grasp are both totally fine. Now we just threaten lethal straight up unless he chumps Serpent of the Pass. And even if he does, we do 3, 5, 7, he's dead. Right? Yeah, he's just dead. Okay, whew. I was worried when I saw the Legend of Kurik, and then he just bounced it to reset it. And then didn't even have mana to replay it that turn. What a strange sequence of events. Alright, final boss. We lose, that's it. We win, that's it. Either way, this draft is coming to a head. Final match will be against Satagon. And this is the kind of the most respectable starting hand we've gotten. We want Mechanist to survive a turn so we can play Water Bending Lesson. Get a clue token out of him. I will start with Master Paku of a first time flyer. he's got a bigger body. And can attack if he does nothing. Oh, he has a spit. He has no lesson cards. He has Serpents of the Past himself. Let's attack and assume... No, we don't really even bluff anything if I'm being honest, right? Metal bending, it's +1/+1, pillar launch. I guess with prowess we can get him with octopus form or any green-blue spell. So we could have done that, but chillin' is also fine. In case he has that air bending lesson. Okay, not let's play, is this Ainon? Water bending lesson and bend Haku and Mechanist. Probably. Bending Paku doesn't do anything. Well, let's keep her around the block. I want to mill ourselves. Because if we get more lesson cards in the graveyard, that's good for 2 Boomies and 2 Serpents of the Past. He's not attacking us for more damage unless he gets a lesson card in the graveyard. We're not blocking his fire anyway. Kills our clue token, or will he airbend Mechanist back? Airbend Mechanist back. That's fine, we'll play Mechanist and then Slam Invasion Submersible. What do we think of this? Invasion Submersible, Master Taco is a 2/4. I think it's still better to send back Iguana Parrot. Know ourselves. No, goodbye Serpent of the Past. One of the issues with mill is instead of milling your lessons, you can mill your lesson payoffs. Okay, he's casting it for draw too, that's fine. Wonder if he's missing a land drop. There's the lesson card in the graveyard. We don't have any Serpents or Boomies in our hand yet. Guru has done nothing but miss. He's done nothing but miss. Barrels and Bender's water skin to the bottom. We still don't have red either, so that's something to note. 6 mountains and water skin. Water skin and barrels are on the blast, so actually there's only 4 red sources we could draw into. There's one right there though. And I kind of want to use it right now. Blow up his South Pole Voyager. Guru back. There goes our lesson. Booming would have been sweet. I think we're going to stop milling ourselves now. We've got the 3 lessons in Graveyard. Alright, let's play our first time flyer. Platypus Bear, hold up Quench and Lightning Strike. That's a pretty good Quench target. Only 1 mana, right? Oh, only 1 mana. I like putting this on Platypus Bear. 2/3. Return to mill. And be down to 16 now or 11? Yeah. So mill into death is a real thing that could happen for him. We can try and keep Paku alive. I think it's more important to kill South Pole Voyager. In case he has destined confrontation, we chill. We don't play Forecast and Fortune Teller. That's the only thing that can get us here. I think we've got 5 creatures that can threaten lethal. This Mechanist can turn Clutogan into a 3/1. I don't think there's anything he can get from our deck. He's only got 3 water bending mana that will remove 3 blockers from his side of the field. 2 at this time if he casts Lightning Strike. Sure. We don't need to do this. He mills himself for 2. If he did Hum, he would only have 1 blocker. And so now he's dead. 4 attackers, 2, yeah. Blockers. Nothing in this set you can cast for 0 mana. And so that's a trophy. We did it. I think we started out rough with this deck. So like 3-2, 2-2 at the beginning. And it came together. Hooray. Alright, we will claim up our gems. Look at our deck one more time. 2 boomies. These were nice with the lesson payoffs. Serpent the Pass.
in one game, this was nice. This was almost like a Tolarian Terror. These cost 2 or 3. We flash them in. Other games, like even if you make them cheaper, it seemed like we had games where, okay, yeah, we got this down to only costing 4 mana, but it's still just one body for 4 mana, which can be bad if they remove it. And we don't have other stuff to do with the mana. So we're doing this when we have 7 mana around, and it's not actually something that we're benefiting from the reduction in cost. But rest of the stuff was good. The lessons that we picked up, like Ira's demonstration, combustion technique, were good. Guru missed like every single clip where you looked for lessons, so that was brutal. But GG's. We'll see you next time.